and welcome. Today we're finalizing the animation that we started a couple of tutorials ago. We hope you enjoy what you've seen so far, and we are now going to just make it come to life and finalize it. So let's get into it. Okay, so last time we created this animation and it looks pretty cool even if we leave it like this. But let's upgrade a little bit and let's add the legs. That will mean we need to change the position of the body for sure, because right now he lands on his belly and we want them landing on his feet. As he's jumping, we want the legs to appear and have some nice motion to help him land. So let's go ahead and start by creating the legs. Actually, in our original design, we don't have legs for this character, so I'm just gonna make it up. Let me open up a new composition and I'm going to actually code this leg. And I'm going to do it like, 700 by 500. And I will, first of all, start with like just a very simple bended stroke. I'm going to speed this up and essentially I'm designing the leg. I'm going to be pulling up my original design just as a reference so I can see how this leg is going to look on him. Once you're happy with the design of your leg, it's a good practice to duplicate it just to see how this character is going to look with two legs, which is what I am doing now. I think I am happy with the leg. All right, so I am going to start with just one leg for now, and then I'm basically going to be duplicating it. This leg has two parts, the actual leg and also has the foot. And so I would like to actually rename these. That will be my foot and that will be my leg. And obviously the foot is going to be parented to the leg. And the anchor point will probably not be here. I would like it to move from here, like where it should actually move. For this one, since I created it so fast, I barely thought about the masks and the actual movement. For now, I am going to see if this is, yes, no, this is actually good. And the way I created this, by the way, is just a simple stroke, but it's masked like so I don't see the round joint and round cup. And of course, the leg's anchor point is going to be here. So let me copy these and add them to my master composition now. Okay, and let me make them start where they are supposed to start. Now, for the parenting, I would like actually to parent this to the new body layer. And I'll see, let me make sure the final position works before I start any animation, really. The legs obviously will be behind the body. Let me actually move them directly. And for now, I'm going to hide the shadow because the shadow needs to be moved, but we'll do that later. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and now let's animate this leg. First of all, let's see where this leg should appear. Yes, so it should be around here. Okay, so I'm going to open up the leg and add keyframes for the position, scale, and rotation. Easy ease those. And at the start, I would actually like the legs to start here. And for the foot, by the way, let's add a rotation keyframe as well. So, okay, at this point, he's jumping, right? So his legs need to go here, the foot here, okay? And actually these can be slower. So it's like boom, boom. And where does he drop? Like here. Okay. So here in the drop, that will be rotation 0, and the foot will be rotation 0, right? So it will be like this. Okay. So one thing that bugs me though is, do you see first of all how this leg is squishing because the body is squishing as well? So one way I can go about this really is animate these separately in my pre-comp or just adjust the scale. To be honest, it will be easier for me if I animate them in the pre-comp. So if I add the pre-comp in here, I'm going to open it here and then just add one marker where they should start appearing. And then this is approximately where they need to stop. And this is where they need to land. Okay, so I will actually create these in the pre-comp directly. So scale, position, and rotation, and same for the foot. Okay, that will be the last position of these. So the start position would be like this. Okay, and even scaled down a bit. So this is the first position, right? Let's rotate the foot a bit. And here for the fun part, let's animate the path of this mask. So here, and make it like this. Okay, now we are going to, whoop, nice, very nice. Okay, I'm going to just play a little bit with the interpolation of these. Okay, boom, boom, nice. But so this rotation, I'm not very happy with the position of this foot. So I will animate the position as well here. And I would like to actually add the part that is at the bottom of his feet. So let me duplicate the foot and make the fill a darker color. Okay. And now let me change the anchor point here and let me squish this a bit and move it. Okay, let me see how that looks now. So this part actually needs to have a different animation though. It needs to appear from here. And actually, I'm gonna do that with a cut. Yes, because otherwise, this is so fast, like the movement is so fast, it's barely visible. So I don't think there is a point to make it fully, animated. So when the leg is up, I would like to actually continue the movement so it's not so static, like it's gonna just go up a bit. Okay, boom, boom, and at this point starts to go down. So 3, where my third marker is, we talked about this being just the rotation being 0. And this is going to prepare to be 0. And as I said, that will be a cut. So here, just cut. Okay, so boom. And the mask, I forgot the mask, but it's pretty much like a cut. I mean, not really, but it looks like a cut. Okay, something is wrong with my frames here. This is again because of the position. So I'm going to adjust the position so I don't see the other part of the leg. And looking at it now, again, I'll need to adjust some of these things. Boom. All right. Let's see where, this position is still not okay. So let's move this here and up a bit. Okay. Now, boom, boom. Nice. Let's make this interpolation faster. Okay. These can be continuous keyframes. Nice. Boom. If you like our tutorials, we would truly appreciate if you can subscribe, hit the like button, and comment below. It really helps more than you think. So now let's go back to our master composition and let's see what we did. There are some layers that, yes, we don't need. So here. Okay, let's see. at the end, just by the way, I'm gonna freeze it on the last frame. And let me see. So here, I just need to work a bit on the scale now and the position. And this one is going to be parented to the null this time. It's not going to be parented with the body. So parent this to the null that was responsible for the scale. Okay. Okay, a couple of things definitely need to adjust, like here. But let's just work with like directly the position from the pre-comp, so it's easier. Like here at the end, obviously, here, this is the right position, but here, obviously, it's not. So I'm just going to make it, okay, go up a bit, and alrighty. That looks pretty cool. And you know what? I think I'm gonna scale them up a bit. Okay, now let's duplicate this leg, and I'm gonna flip it. All right, and I'm gonna adjust its position. Now for the cut, I'm gonna just cut these legs and just make them appear here. I want him to have shorter legs. I believe that makes him cuter. I'm gonna add a few more position keyframes. Okay, now let's adjust the shadow, shall we? Where was our shadow? So that was our shadow. And let me see where is now the problem. The problem becomes here, because now the shadow needs to go down. And at this stage, it needs to be here. And it needs to scale more. And it should be below the legs, by the way. Okay. By the way, the scale of this shadow can scale a bit here when the monster goes up and stays where it is. Boom. Okay. I am going to make one final thing and we will be ready. The one thing I would like to make is to open this eye, and I'm actually going to duplicate it. I'm gonna move it here above, and I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to add a linear wipe and a fill. So I want him to look very confident once he does this jump. Let me see these keyframes. Now I don't need it. I want it the angle to be 0, and it's going to animate from 62 in my case to he's so confident. Okay, let me just cut this layer so it doesn't mess with the rest of my compositions. And I accidentally opened this one. Okay. Perfect, so that was it. By the end of it, you should have an animation that looks like this. If you don't, the mouth needs to extend. If you don't, feel free to leave us a comment. If something didn't work or if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you so much for watching this whole series, guys. I hope you truly enjoyed it. In our Instagram channel, you can find our mixed media sample. So basically we used what we created here to create something very nice with some real footage that we composed in After Effects later. So we truly hope you enjoyed this whole series. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, comment below, and like this video. Thank you, and I'm gonna see you soon. Happy animating.